Hey guys, welcome back to episode 49, and it's raining, of course, on a Sunday night on Animal Crossing. And let's see, what should I do today? Well, I don't really have very much to do today, so I guess I have actually a lot to talk about other stuff, so we'll just do our normal, usual, casual stuff every single day that we always do, and then we'll work on talk about a lot of stuff. So as far as X Factor goes, we had the results, and for the most part, I have to say that it was not very surprising. I didn't really see any of the performances just per se because I don't really care about the performances. There's not really that many good bands out there. I'm not really excited by One Direction, which I really did not like last year, and I didn't really. Lady Gaga, she's okay. I thought she was fine, but you know, other than like You and I or Born This Way, I really don't feel like listening to anything else that she sings. So she sang some song, I don't remember what it was called, and she was okay. She's probably one of the better singers that are out nowadays, but she's still like not like my full cup of tea. So anyways, I have to be in the mood to really listen to Lady Gaga. So anyways, the results came on, and the order that they saved people was Craig, Janet, which I was mad at, but I totally was not surprised by. Apparently, she has a bigger fan base than I thought, but like I said, if we strictly base it off of vocals, Janet's vocal was the worst last night. So I'm ready for her to go home. The question is, when will she go home? Hopefully she won't win, because I don't really want to see her win, because I'm not really that excited by her. She's the only one that does not excite me. She has not excited me for weeks. So I just don't really care. If it's just one performance that I don't care about, that's fine. It doesn't matter that much to me. So anyways, Janet was safe, then Marcus, then Amelia, and then it came down to Little Mix, Misha B, and Kitty. And I was like, okay, I was totally expecting that. I had a funny feeling it was going to be Kitty and Misha B in the bottom. They were in the bottom the most. And I think they were the only people that have been in the bottom so far. So them being in the bottom, I was not surprised. And personally, I thought that they were going to be in the bottom with those last three people, because Rhythmix or Little Mix is probably the least polarizing group that's left. I mean, least polarizing act of the group. So I was not surprised that they were safe. So it came down to Misha B and Kitty. And Misha B sang some kind of Jessie J song, which I'm not really a big fan of Jessie J. But she sang it well. I liked it. I didn't love it. I just don't feel like it was her best performance. I don't think it was either of their best performances. Kitty's performance of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, it was good. I felt like it got a little breathy and nasally a little bit at times. But in terms of the vocal, I thought she was good. I just heard other people sing it better. Like Catherine McPhee. Catherine McPhee's version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow is probably the best version ever. So yeah, I don't think either one of these two were really that bad. I don't think either of these two are bad singers. So it was sad to see one go. If I had to choose between those two, and because I like both of them vocally, because I really felt like both of them had strong performances last night, I have to base it totally on who was in the bottom three the most. Or, I mean, the bottom two the most. And that, in this case, would be Kitty. Kitty's been in there 3 times. Misha B now 2 times. I would have sent Kitty home. Mainly because I think the audience is not connecting with her. So, it's sad. I really didn't want it. I did not want it to happen that way, but unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. And I had to choose. If I had to choose somebody, I'm gonna choose Kitty. And then strictly, it has nothing to do with personal issues. It has nothing to do with her vocals. It's just the case of who was in the bottom two the most. And in this case, it was Kitty. So I was okay with the results. And they did choose Kitty to go home 3-1. Louis was the only one to save Kitty. Well, that's because it was his act. So that was pretty much it for the episode. I was okay with everything that happened. I really, was fine with it. I was not fine that Janet survived, but if I had to choose somebody to go, it probably would be Kitty. It's very tough. Last night was very tough for me because I really had no idea who I would have put in my bottom two as the last person. I really wish that the only person would have went home was Janet. Period. So I'm gonna just put in some money in here, 263,070, and then just get rid of that 8 and deposit it. Okay, so after that, let's see what else happened today. Nothing really happened today. Oh, my birthday is coming up on Thursday, which I keep saying every day that I'm gonna have another video up. I'm gonna have another video up, and I just keep never doing it. What the hell is wrong with me? I don't know. I just like why. What is I don't know. Why do I keep promising things that I can't keep? I just think that's very wrong. I think that there should be something about it. And I'm okay. I'm not gonna say that I am going to, but I really, 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 really gonna try very hard to. Oh, she wants me to come over and play. I'm gonna really try hard to get a video up tonight. Period. She wants me to come to her house. Unfortunately, I want to come now. Why do I have to wait? Why do I have to wait so long? I don't want to come back on here. Okay, so fine. I'll come back on here like I don't know. I'm just gonna stick in some numbers. Hopefully, I gotta do it after 9 o'clock though. See, if I say 5:18. Oh my goodness, she's not ready. Well, how about 12? How about 12 a.m.? Oh, no idea. 12:17. 12 o'clock. How about 12 o'clock? This is just disaster. I'll just try 9 p.m. Okay, 9 something. 9:17. Is that good enough, Chipmunk? Oh my gosh. But anyways, I'm just thinking about this thing because it's really not. This thing is so freaking annoying, and she wants me to be there at 9:17. Great. So I'll have a second part to this episode, and I'll just talk about Amazing Race, I guess, since I won't. That way, I won't need to talk about it tomorrow. As far as yes, I am going to try to have a video, and yes, I really, really should do it, because if I'm going to do something special, I better say something soon, not say something the day before I'm going to do it. That's not going to work. As far as Super Mario 3D Land, that game came out today. I personally don't have a 3DS system, so I can't really play it, but what I've heard from other people is that it's been kind of easy. And I'm kind of worried, why are they making games that are so freaking easy? I don't really understand why. Why does it have to be so easy? I never thought that a challenge was bad. Unfortunately, they don't think that's good. I don't know. I don't really know what to say about it. So I'm just gonna sell this stuff. And, oh, that's it, yeah. And I'm just going to move that money into my full account. And then that's it for today. So I'll see you guys back at 9 o'clock for Chipmunk season. And see you guys later. Bye.